Early start. It's backpack. Too early. An hour to wait. Well, I made it. I've even shopped my beer and my dinners, 2 dinners and 6 beers. 9 beers actually. Now I have to lug it. This huge pack. 3.2 kilometers, which is gonna suck. It's quite a long hike. Without a pack it'd be half an hour. With a pack it's more like an hour. And then I have to sit around until check-in time at 5. It sucks. Anyway. It's very crowded, lots of people. Halfway at the Sogn. Backpack is way too big, it's really too far. This is not doable with the huge pack. Well, it is, but it's really agony. So I'm going to take the bus down tomorrow for my big shopping. And then I think when I have to leave, I'll cab it down I think. Otherwise it's going to do my back in, it's not good. I have a bit too much stuff. I brought the big camera and the tripod and life vest, which I probably don't need. A lot of stuff I probably don't need. Too much fishing gear. Anyway, so a gas station, Circle K, and some serious mountains over there. So on the other side of the fjord. I made it though, and I'm only 2 kilometers, 1.5 kilometers from getting rid of this huge pack. And then I have to wait 4 hours before I can check in, which is a pain, but that's too bad. Anyway, alright. GoPro just turned off on me all by itself. That's not good. I don't know what's wrong with that. Anyway, it's very pretty little valley. I'll give you a look squiz. I'm heading up the valley that way. Anyway, this is torture. I made it. I didn't film much on the way because that was exhausting. That's much further than I remember. It's a long 3.2 kilometers. Maybe a little more than that, but that pack is really heavy. I have to do it once more heading down to catch the bus, which is gonna suck. I may even cab it. Maybe. That was pretty bad. I won't be carrying beer on the way back though, so, but still, it's a lot, and it'll be raining, so I don't know about that. But I'm sitting at exactly the same spot I camped last time I pitched a tent, right here, right by these trees. I instinctively came to the same spot. It's very pretty, and he's gonna clean the cabins at around 3, so I only have to wait an hour and a half. Then I can unpack and move in, and then maybe I'll even make the shops today. That would be good. Someone's got a huge ass tent there. Not too many caravans though. Permanent caravans here. So anyway. Well, welcome to Aurland. As soon as I get here I get stung by a wasp or a clegg, horsefly. Something got me really bad. It's actually pretty painful and kind of swelling up there a little bit. So anyway, that's not the greatest start. That's alright. No allergic reactions anyway, so painful. He really got me big time. It's an idyllic spot though, but it is a little far from the shops. I just met the owner and the owner's father, so I just have to be patient. It should be done in an hour. We'll get the odd camper people pitching tent down there. I could have pitched a tent. I didn't have to rent a cabin, but this much gear with the camera and 2 expensive rods and everything else, then it is a bit safer to have a cabin. And it's going to pour on Tuesday, and I'm leaving on Wednesday, so it's going to really pour on Tuesday. So I mean, then a cabin is the better bet. Cost about the same too. I think he charged $550 for a night for the cabin, but $300 a night to pitch a tent. So I mean, saving, well, 1,000 kroner, but not worth it, and a lot less to carry. Saved me carrying 2.2 kilos. I couldn't carry that much more than I was carrying today. That was about the limit. That's a 28 kilo pack, I think, at least. Anyway, well, here's my cozy little cabin, and I've got clean sheets and a towel. How's that? So that's worth it. And the sting is abating now. Anyway, here it is. It's pretty small. You really wouldn't want to be 4 people in here. But it's got everything you need. And there's a barbecue. If I really wanted to barbecue fish, I think it's catch and release. I think so. Anyway, is there a freezer? No freezer. Oh, that's alright. There's enough space for food and a few beers. That's about it. Tiny bar fridge. Anyway, it's cute. Finn, bring back memories, eh? Well, I made it back from the shopping trip. I hiked down and took the bus back. The bus makes a big difference. It only took about 10 minutes. I had a heavy bag too, though. I mean, a lot of food, beer for a week, a case of beer there and more in the fridge. Plus, look at this. From Lardal, the Bringebær in the Moreller. Oh shit, don't get away. Don't want wasps in here. Go away. Go outside. Go out. Go out. Anyway. So we have wasps. That's what got me probably earlier. First beer of the day. God, wasps are annoying though. Off he goes. No, he doesn't. Still wheeling around. Should whack him. Anyway, I've already been done by a wasp. My arm is just barely recovered now, 2 hours later. Still a little, I can feel it. But time to relax with a cold one. Or 2 or 3. I have enough beer. So, I mean, we should be good. It's quite crowded now. A lot of people tenting on the terrace, or whatever you want to call it, behind the cabins. Doesn't look like many people in the cabins though. So, I mean, it's perfect. So I get to unpack the fishing gear now. I won't actually rig up the rods because I'm a bit concerned that it might get stolen if I leave it out. But I can go through the flies. I have to go through the flies and the hooks and whatnot. I didn't bring any fly tying gear, but I bought 1,300 kroners worth of flies, so, and tackle boxes. So I mean, that should keep me going. I won't use them all, most likely. Anyway, it's gorgeous. Just perfect. People walking around in shorts and t-shirts and no shirt. It's got to be like 22 or 23. It's a lot warmer here than Bergen. Anyway, perfect. I made it. I made it. It's good. Well, it's still day one. I'm still relaxing. You can see it. I even have a beer out. And I went all the way down to Aurland, made the trek again. That's 3 times I've hiked that stretch today. And I got everything. I got the beer, I got the strawberries, I got the moreller, I got the bringebær, local ones too. I got bread, I got sandwich food, I got 4 dinners, all more or less pasta dinners, except for one chicken dinner, frozen, ready, just heat in the pan. And then I forgot the crucial thing, which is so stupid, because I will have to go back down there again once more. I forgot coffee. So no coffee in the morning. That's terrible. That's trip ending kind of disastrous mistake. So looks like it won't be an early start for me tomorrow, because I'm going now to get coffee. I have to see when the shop opens. It's only half an hour to walk down, and then 40 minutes and 40 minutes back up, but that's another 6 kilometers, and then I'm hiking 6 or 8 kilometers just to get to the fishing spot and back. About that. So a lot of hiking, but that was a disaster. Terrible. Anyway. Well, the big camera now with the good microphone, and mic seems to be working alright. It's just idyllic. So perfect. Just sitting having a few brews in the sun. Not much else to do. Make dinner, go to bed, and then I have to do something about the coffee situation, which sucks. That's really bad. The only way to air out the cabin is this little window there, so it gets pretty stuffy. But otherwise it's fine. Well, as you can see, it's really small. It's tiny. There are 4 bunk beds in there, but you really wouldn't want to fit 4 people in there, I don't think. So there's the river. So we'll see what I get up to tomorrow. Still have to get coffee, which sucks. That's another 7 kilometer trek just for coffee. I may just drop that, go on Saturday. I'm not sure. Big mountains, and they're even bigger behind. That's a pretty big mountain. Anyway, Idyllic D. So if I forget how to grade this, but it should turn out pretty well automatically. Anyway, well, just chilling with another beer. It's perfect weather. Sun's gonna be up there forever, I think. Getting a bit of shade now though. And some kind of matting spike next to us. Anyway, and the microphone seems to be working alright. It's first time using an external mic with a dead cat or a wind muff, and should cut the wind noise out, which would otherwise be pretty bad, I think, because it's blowing quite a bit. The wind is not good. It's blowing the wrong way for fly fishing tomorrow. I think I'm gonna have to wait on the coffee. I'm not going back into town again tomorrow just to pick up Nescafe cappuccinos. I have to do one day without coffee, and then I'll go back down on Saturday morning. This is an hour and a half trip there and back, basically, but I mean, need coffee in the morning, and sugar and coffee. Anyway, so wasp has disappeared, and just chilling. I made it, and I did 2 trips now to Aurland, or from Aurland back up, then down again, and then bus back up. But anyway, and then I've got power plugs where I can charge my batteries, which is good. That was important because I only brought one emergency charger, spare battery or nöd batteri. And I found the grill. I could have grilled sausages. Would have meant bringing up coals and 10 Vestland sausages and ketchup and mustard, which barely gonna use for 5 days, and just have to throw away afterwards. So I mean, it's simple, ready-made pastas and one Indian dinner for dinner for 6 days. That's fine. At least I'm not eating real turma, and that's pretty bad actually. So I mean, I'm eating okay. There's no running water, so you have to pick up a jug of running water from the toilets, the toilet block, which also has a washing up station, which is absolutely clean too. It's very good. So I mean, that's alright. I mean, everything is fine. I mean, I just wish there was a bit that you could open the windows in the cabin. You can't open them. There, as you can see, they're completely blocked off, apart from one tiny window. So I mean, but if you leave the door open, well, all the bugs get in and the wasps get in. The main thing is the wasps. I've already been stung once, which was no fun. That took 3 hours to kind of die down, the wasp sting. So I mean, anyway, this is a bit heavy. Still recording. And then I've only got 3 SD cards, 4 SD cards total. So I'm going to run out of SD card space. So I have to be careful. Anyway, but I did bring the big camera finally. Mostly because that's why I bought it, to get better footage of trips like this. And I even brought the tripod. So I'm not doing any whoops, I pressed something. I'm not doing any time lapses, just video footage and a few photos. And then, whoops, there we go, focus. I did press something. Anyway, microphone seems to be working though, and it should be much better noise. At least no masses of wind noise. Now it's time for, and the shops had a Fjordane, which is good. It's my favorite beer. It's not terrible, it's not bad, but it's not bad at least. So I mean, beats Hansa. So I mean, things are looking up. Oh, here's the campsite. So the river is pretty good. Crystal clear. I'm not sure you can see that. So we're just chilling in the cabins. So it's pretty full in camping, as you can see. A lot of Muslims too. Strange. So farmer next door is getting his water on. Some big mountains. Yes. They go up all the way up there. I'm not sure I'm going to hike all the way to Vestland. I'll hike down the road a bit. I want some footage from the first day on the big camera. Just to see if the greens are greener and how it looks. Well, the campsite again. It is pretty full. So a lot of people. I've got the microphone with the dead can on, so it should sound a bit better. Well, you saw it here first. It's full. Skaim camping is full. You know, I guess if you really wanted to, but it's pretty full up. So he's doing okay, and he's only 29. He inherited it off the old man. I met the old man, of course. So, well, anyway. Yeah, Skaim camping. Second time. I met the old man. Grizzled, he looks like Roz. On a bad day, maybe. God bless his soul. Although he was a total dick. A lot of traffic going from here to the lake. A lot of traffic now. So then I'm not sure. This is also full. Skaim, which is probably the same owners, and everything's full up. So good luck finding a spot tonight, just as well I booked early. So the walking test is not super stable, but walking down the road, it's a long way to the fishing spot, so I'm not sure I'll go that far, but get you some idea of if I can walk stably. Get you some idea of what the area looks like. There we go, that should be pretty stable. It's all green and farmland. So, oh, we're still at 0 EV. Okay. So the stabilization is not nearly as good as on the GoPro. The colors should be better. This bright green from the grass should be better. And I've only got a few SD cards on me for it to last a week, so I probably have to there we go, pick up some bigger SD cards, 256 megabytes or 512 or something. These are only 64 little ones from long time ago. We're coming up to the next camping site, and that's probably as far as I'll go. Or maybe I could do a walk all the way to the fishing site, which is not tomorrow's fishing site, but the day after and the day after. So we'll see. So I mean, the river looks really nice. It's not too high. I did bring a life jacket. Well, a lot of cars on the road, so I have to step off now and then. I did bring a life jacket with pockets, fly fishing life jacket then. And I mean, the river it's pretty safe, but well, I mean, if you catch a really big one and you slip and fall and then float down the river, that wouldn't be too good. So I mean, I'm not sure. But the audio seems to be doing okay. I'm not clipping anyway, so. And what a beautiful valley. That's amazing. Well, if you fell in there or you got swept down in here, it wouldn't be too good. That would be bad. So maybe life vest was a good thing. I mean, the river has a lot of current, even the little shallow ones. So I'm not sure, but I'll take it along just in case. And it would be bad to go in there. There'll be maybe not death sentence, but wouldn't be good. Let's create some hytter. There's another option. Oh fuck off, B. They're always booked, they're fully booked, everything's fully booked. Well, here we go. It's a bit wobbly. I mean, the audio should be better, but the video footage is still shaky, so I mean that's a problem. So we're going to the first. I may go to the island after all. Just check it out, just see how good or bad it is. There's skrev som hytter. Anyway, it's 1 kilometer and a bit. This little birdie. It's 1 kilometer and a bit. So it's a fair hike. But I did want to drag out the big camera and get the best footage I possibly could of this valley, which I've done now at 8:15 p.m. So there's the island. Up ahead, that's quite a ways, and I'll go there anyway. It's a evening walk for me, so 3k there and back. Motorbikes and cars zooming past all the time, so I mean that's a bit of an issue. I need to stay way on the verge, way on the left here. It's a big river and there's plenty of water, so I mean, should be fish even though there hasn't been that much rain. So there's a waterfall for you. I'm getting close to Fjordane now. Walked over 1 kilometer now. So anyway. Well, focus. There you go. Well, this is that's Fjordane, the turn off, right by some house, actually in a bridge. So I'll cross the bridge and go over and have a look, see, and then head back. It's already getting pretty late. It's 8:30, 8:20. So I mean, it's pretty spectacular, and a lot of traffic. So anyway, I'm not sure how this focus is working, but it's somewhat working, maybe. I'll just see when I get back to Bergen. Well, Aurland's phone is 1k, so I've actually walked 2 kilometers from the campsite to Fjordane. So that's not so good, that's quite a long way. And the other one will be at least 1 or 2k as well. So a lot of hiking no matter what you do, but get rid of the beer belly. So it's the creek before Fjordane, and then we have to trespass a little bit on some private property. I think the trail goes down here somewhere. It's an old derelict house there. Or maybe not so derelict, I'm not sure. But that's pretty derelict. And this, well, someone's painted it. Looked worse last year. And then into the woods. Well, what we got? So this is my fishing trail. Maybe. Maybe not. What the hell happened to the trail? Oh, this is no good. That's no trail. No. This is no good. Alright, I found it. Goes to the right and then to the left. It's a goat trail. Real goat trail. Anyway, not too many people fish this spot, obviously. Here we go. There's the real trail. Went down from the cabin. And there's the bridge. Back again. Back again after 10 or 12 years. The bridge. Cool. Well, I mean now, should be pointing at me. Stupid mic, but now we're talking about a real trail and a bridge in Fjordane. It's a little dodgy, but there's some eye bars there. So don't wanna fall. That's my fishing spot for 2 days. Alright, Vestland. Good stuff. I think that's as far as I go. Don't need to take it all the way today. I have to hike back 2 kilometers anyway, so when the river bifurcates here, you got an upper level and a lower level. But I mean, well, it looks okay. I got it on ISO auto for some reason. I'm not sure why. Well, I made it to Fjordane, or whatever it's called, and it looks pretty good. I found the trail again, so I mean, time to head back, slug a beer or two, and then have to shout over the noise of the river, and then some kind of dinner. I've got 4 frozen ones. Spag bowl and Indian chicken tikka curry or something, and then pasta and chicken, and then another one, and then two ordinary like ravioli things, fresh pasta. So it should be alright. But wow, I mean, river levels look pretty good. I mean, that's deep enough for ocean trout. I was worried about that. Gudvangen looked very shallow, but there's plenty of water here. And then definitely looking at the bit in the middle, probably a good idea to take the life jacket. Anyway, so heading back, just so I remember, the trail goes right past someone's house. It's a pretty good bridge though. Pretty serious bridge. And this is still on auto side, so we have to go past the house, obviously. And then there it is to the right. not the main trail to the left. So I wasn't sure about that. Anyway, I found my new fishing spot. That's the main thing. Who lives there? Anyway, here's some nice roses. Okay. So, a nice waterfall just opposite. I shouldn't have hiked that far, but I did want to see the fishing spot. I have to go back all of 2 kilometers just for an evening hike. So anyway, it is what it is. Hoo-ha. So, and I got to dig out the big camera. So that was kind of important to get that working again. I'm not sure how it's working that well. I know the stabilization is pretty bad. It's very wobbly. But anyway. So that's the view up the valley. Only 2 kilometers to go until I get home. So this is Skaim hytter, which is the last one before Skaim hytter. Also very cool, and maybe they can fish there. Who knows? Camping illegally. Anyway, don't do what you gotta do. So there's the river just below Skaim hytter. Can't fish it though. He's given the rights away, which is a real pain. That's the view towards Skaim hytter. You can see the camping caravans there. Arriving home. Skaim to the left, probably the same owners. Police were here. I'm not sure what they wanted, but they slowed down. And there's the Skaim hytter, which as you can see is filled. Pretty full. So a lot of camping, a lot of tents. Now you could cram some more people in there if you really wanted to, but he's only got limited toilet space, so I mean probably not. And one shower. Well, we're back. Having a cold one. I don't know how the autofocus is working, but I took the big camera out this time. Big, it's still small compared to other cameras with the microphone, and I found my fishing spot. I found the trail. I found the trail to the fishing spot, and I found the bridge. So I'm sorted to get there. It's quite a ways. It's quite a hike. It's nearly 2 kilometers just to get there. But tomorrow I have a new spot. And then I think I may scratch going for coffee. Maybe. I mean, coffee is important, but I may scratch that. Anyway. But I hope this is working. I mean, stabilization is terrible, but the colors and everything should be better. It's now on auto ISO, so I'm not sure what it's doing. It's doing strange things, probably. Alright. But anyway, beer and a smokely duckly. Well, probably the last post. You have to make dinner. So dinner is this thing over here. Just a pot of ready-made pasta with chicken, frozen, I mean, it's okay. It is what it is. And then we'll see if this stove thing works. But yeah, I've had 2 fishermen pass me today saying, well, good luck, and it was not good fishing, and various other things. So there are quite a few fishermen about anyway. So yeah, and now I'm a little tired. It's 11 p.m. and I've had a few beers, so turn you off, I think. But anyway, just don't burn down the place. That's the main thing. Well, I mean, the color will be wrong, but there it is, the last of the Panasonic videos for this day. Calling it a night, and it's 11:30, so I've had my over there, the pot with the pasta, finished pasta, and had enough beers, so it is what it is. This is my tiny little cabin, which you can see, maybe. I mean, this is not the best camera for that, but I mean, anyway, so I've charged the batteries, but I may run out of SD cards, maybe. But they provided sheets, which is good, so I just crawl into those tonight, and I've aired out the cabin, so it's not too bad, I don't think. Anyway,